Hello, I'm back. And today is World Read Aloud Day. And I am a huge believer in the power of books, the power of books that you read to yourself, but especially the power of books when they're shared. I've got a book to share today for World Read Aloud Day. Now, this is a new book. It's been reviewed a little bit, and it is called Shaking Things Up by Susan Hood. This is a picture book, and it floored me for a lot of reasons. First of all, this book shares the stories of 14 young women who changed the world, and some of them a lot of you know, some of them you may not have heard of. Shaking Things Up is illustrated by 13 women artists. All of these are told in poetry styles, a wide range of poetry styles, a wide range of illustration styles. The beauty of this is that it's not one story told one way. It's 14 stories told 14 different ways. These are humans who have done amazing things, who have stood up to, at times, really devastating odds, and who have legacies that live on. So, first of all, this is for everybody. And the stories inside here need to be heard by everybody. Published by HarperCollins and published this year in 2018. I want to point out some features of the book that I love. First of all, not just the 14 different illustrators and the 14 different poetry styles. I'm going to show you. It has a timeline right at the beginning that shows in history from the early 1780s to 2014, which is the timeline for Malala, who was the last person, most recent. It gives a timeline of historical events coupled with where these young women's lives intersected. So for the listener or the young reader or the adult reader, whoever reader is going to read this places it in history. It's not just dates, floating around out of somebody's mouth. In addition, when you go to the back, for everybody in the book, there is an additional set of sources that a teacher or an adult or somebody could continue to research. Suggestions of books in which they've written, books in which they're mentioned, additional resources. So a lot contained in these 40 pages. It's not just one book. It's like 14 little teeny tiny books. Because each page, you could take one page and make a book out of it. I'm going to read two of the pages, about two of the women. The first one is Frida Kahlo, who was an artist, and the title of her poem is Broken. Broken from polio at the age of 6, from a withered foot, childhood bullies shouting, Frida pata de palo, Frida peg leg. Broken again from a bus accident when she was 18, spine, collarbone, pelvis, ribs, leg, and foot smashed. Confined to bed in a full body cast with an easel on her lap and a mirror above her bed. Frida painted self-portraits. I am the subject I know best. She breathed in the colors, handicrafts, carvings, clothing of her homeland. Mexican, Aztec, Mayan. Art flowed from her fingertips, paintings of skulls and skeletons, stags, flowers, fantasy, fragility. Surrealism is the stuff of dreams and nightmares, but Frida said, I paint my own reality. Mexico, misfortune, monkeys, misery, marriage to Diego Rivera, politics, parrots, passion, pain. Frailty, thy name is woman, wrote Shakespeare, an idea echoing through the ages. Yet Frida embodied strength despite her pain, achieving fame and worldwide acclaim. And at the bottom, Frida Kahlo, born 1907, died in 1954. Born Magdalena Carmen Frida Kahlo y Calderon, originally wanted to become a doctor, but ill health led to painting. She grew to become a cultural icon and a world-famous artist, the first 20th century Mexican artist to sell a painting to the Louvre Museum in Paris. Today, her paintings sell for more than $15 million each. I've seen Frida Kahlo paintings all my life. I didn't know she had polio. I didn't know she was in a bus accident. It struck me. I learned something about Frida Kahlo that I didn't know, and I might not have ever learned. The other one I want to read is about Maya Lin, an architect and a sculptor, and it is entitled A New Vision. In 1981, entry number 1026 won a competition to build a memorial to the fallen soldiers of Vietnam, a controversial 20-year war where so many had died. When Maya Lin's name was revealed, some were outraged that someone so young, just 21, someone Asian American, someone female, had bested the best architects to honor men killed in Vietnam in a war we had not won. Maya's design was not perched high on a pedestal, but carved into the ground, a long walk down into the earth, and then back out again. I imagined taking a knife and cutting into the earth, she said. Like war, it would create a wound that would heal with time, but leave a scar. Maya's design showed not a face or two, but more than 58,000 names, spelling out, one by one, just how many were lost. It was not made of traditional pure white marble, but black as night granite. Maya Lin knew that polished to a high shine, black granite is a mirror for those who have come to reflect, those present who gaze into the past. After all, what should a war memorial do? Unearth memory, make us cry, see ourselves, and then lead us back up into hope, into the light. And at the bottom, Maya Lin, born in 1959, won the blind design competition unanimously despite the 1,441 entries that included work of the top architects. But when Lin's heritage, age, gender were revealed, she had to appear before Congress to defend her vision. Today, her memorial is visited by more than 3 million people each year. Her quote, "To fly, we have to have resistance." I love the variety in this book. I love the fact that each poem has something different to offer, that visually something different to offer, and creatively something different to offer, historically something different to offer, and there's learning in these pages. You don't have to read it straight through. You can read one and reflect upon it, and then you come back later and reflect on another. It's just a beautiful book, and I congratulate Susan Hood on writing it. Check it out. I think you're going to be totally blown away. I was. Happy World Read Aloud Day, my friends. Get out there and get yourself a book and read it aloud to somebody, whether they want to be read to or not. Just grab them. Read to them. Have a great weekend. And remember, take care of yourselves, be kind, and stay nerdy.